Hey friends, so today we're actually going to be doing a writer's workshop lesson. Yay! I know how much you guys love writer's workshop and I love it too. So I'm so excited to just dive right in. And this unit is so fun. It's so creative and you guys are going to love it. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to share my screen. Let's see. There we go. Here we go. All right. So we're doing narrative writing. The last time we did narrative writing was at the beginning of the school year. So I'm so glad we get to go back to this. I'm so excited. So this is our first lesson. It's going to be about how serious fiction writers do some serious pretending. Pretending? Yes. Pretending. Imagination. We awesome writers have a great imagination. So, what is realistic fiction? Well, do you guys know any realistic fiction stories that we have read together? We've read Katie Woo. That was pretty realistic. Realistic fiction. There was that one book, I can't remember the name, but here's some examples of realistic fiction, like Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Henry and Fudge. It's realistic because things like what happens in Diary of a Wimpy Kid can happen in real life, right? Henry and Mudge, a dog and a kid, totally realistic, right? But are they true stories? No, someone made it up, but it's kind of realistic. So today I'm going to teach you that when you write realistic fiction stories, you imagine a person for your character, right? I think of a character. Then you imagine a real life place for them to be and some real life things for them to do. Don't forget to imagine some real life problems that they may have, right? So you imagine the character, you imagine a place that they may be at, maybe they're at home, some things that they do, maybe they're cooking, and some problems they may have. Maybe they, maybe the maybe their house is too old, or maybe you're writing a story about a kid and he's in school and it's a big test day and he didn't study, right? So you imagine the person, you imagine where this is taking place, you imagine some real things that they do, then you imagine the problem of the story. So watch as I imagine, okay? This is my example. This is me imagining Miss Ortiz being creative. So I would close my eyes. When I did this, I closed my eyes and I tried to see a person in my mind. The first name I came up with is Gretchen. So there's a girl in my head, there's a little girl. Her name is Gretchen. Now I will think of a place for Gretchen to be. I know, a fort. So Gretchen is in a fort, right? Kind of looks like this right here. Okay, but what's Gretchen's problem? Gretchen's living in a fort, but what's a problem she could have? The problem is the main part of the story, guys. Oh, okay, she finds a hurt bird. So maybe one day Gretchen is in her fort and she finds a bird that's hurt. That's her problem. A hurt bird. So let's think of some things that happen. You use your fingers to count the steps in your story. So first, Gretchen heard the sound of an animal in her backyard fort. She comes closer to the sound. Next, she realized it was a bird and she was afraid it might peck her. Then she decided to be brave. Last, she scooped the bird in her sweater and went to look for help. You guys see how I did that? First, I thought of a character. Then I thought of a place that she might be. And then the problem, right? And from the problem, I used my fingers to tell a story, right? And that's how I did my story. Does it have to be 5 fingers long? No, it could be longer. So your turn. I want you to close your eyes and think of a name you like. Maybe you like the name Ariel. Maybe you like the name Jackson, whatever name you like. Then where is your character? Are they at the beach? Where are they? Are they at school? Are they at the zoo? Where are they? Then what's a problem they had? Oh, I thought of one, guys. I thought of the name Gigi, and Gigi was at the beach, and her problem was that she found a fish washed up on shore and couldn't breathe. What did you guys think of? So I want you to tell somebody right around you, maybe it's your mom, your dad, and I want you to tell them what happens to your character. So do your 5 fingers. Okay, what happened to your character? So here's mine, for example. Gigi saw a hurt or a fish washed up on shore at the beach. Gigi ran up to the fish to check and see if it was still alive. Gigi found out the fish was still alive. Gigi picked up the fish and started to walk towards the water. Gigi let the fish go in the water and watched it swim away. You guys see how I did that again? I bet you guys could do the same thing. Do it with your parents or someone. So here's the steps of how to write a realistic fiction book. Number 1, think of a pretend person to be your character. Think of a pretend person to be your character. Give them a name, then imagine a place, and then imagine the problem. Step 2, plan. Touch each finger to tell a part of your story, okay? Then you write it. Once you figure out that person, their name, their problem, then you do your 5-finger tell what happens in the story, and then you write it down. Could you add more than 5? Sure. Just these are the steps to do. All right. So that's what you're going to do today, or that's how you start to write a narrative. And I'm so excited for this. You guys are going to do so great. So here's what you're doing today. In the journal that I gave you, you'll begin to write a narrative story. Make sure to follow the steps in the lesson. First, think about a character, right? Then, where is the character? Then, what is the problem? Then, 5-finger, tell the story. Then write, okay? If you need to go back in this video, just so you can see the steps, or you can pause it. Where is it? Or you can pause it right here. If you want to pause it right here while you're writing, you can do that. But that's what you're doing today. I'm so excited to see what you guys come up with. I'm so excited. I love Writer's Workshop. And I know that's like the favorite part of the day when we're in class. So I'm so excited to see what you guys have. Get your creative juices going, guys. I can't wait to see it. And if you need any help, feel free to send me a message on Class Dojo. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.